Hello and welcome to Turkey. Today I'm in Cappadocia and look at these rock formations. People actually used to live in those. And we also have a special guest today.
Hi, it's me. I'm the special guest. You may know me from Chasing Shelves, but I've never been on here before, so
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, first appearance. Maybe we'll get her on here once in a while. But today we are doing a hike through Rose Valley first, and then we'll end up around Red Valley. Here there's some pretty spectacular areas to watch the sunset.
Yes.
That is the objective of today while walking through this glorious scenery.
And we have blue skies today, so the sunset is literally going to be epic.
And it's a little slippery.
It is.
And our water supply, I think, is 2.5 liters. If you're ever in this situation, we'll let you know if that was enough or if we've made mistakes.
I feel like we've been good because we haven't drank too much water yet. I don't think we've had any yet.
Yeah, I also weighed my bag. So with everything, it was about 10 pounds with this water, but I put 2 more in and I'm like, that was like 2 or 3 more pounds. So I'm like, no.
Yeah, any type of hike in hot weather, water.
Well, yeah, you just have to have the perfect balance though, because I think it's about an hour or so to get to where we're going. Then we have to come all the way back out in the dark for an hour. And I think there's actually some pretty cool things on the way, like some churches, some cave, something or others. We'll try and stop and smell the roses when we see them. So this is a really cool chimney house. A lot of them, there's the Cappadocia town over there. This one's Gorim, right, Chubbs?
Yeah.
Gorim. And there's a bunch of different places around here in Cappadocia where the houses look like this. And you can actually stay in them now. We've made it very tourist friendly where you can literally live slightly like they used to back in the day. It was more to hide from invaders when they used to use them, but now it's more of just like checking it out, a cool cave building, cool cave dwelling.
I know the underground ones were to protect from invaders, but I don't actually know like
this.
If the higher ones, like above ground, were like just regular houses, or if they also used to live in them, or if they did protect from invaders. I don't know. It's
definitely evolved into a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Definitely a very cool tourist attraction. And we're getting on Air Balloon tomorrow on the main channel, so if you have not checked out Chasing Shelves yet, I'll have it in the description. Definitely going to be a fun day tomorrow as well. So upon our research, how many years ago? You said a long time ago.
60 million.
60 million years ago, all of this got like eroded.
There was volcanic eruptions nearby all these areas.
And it caused wind and dust.
And wind over time has made it like the way it is.
And they're called fairy chimneys.
Yeah.
Super cool. I'm sure we'll see millions of these as we go. So after about 20-30 minutes from town, you see this little shack, see this little sign here, and this is our trailhead. Also, not gonna lie, very few people out, so it's kind of one of those things where I think it's a little confusing in here, and there's a lot of signs with arrows pointing everywhere. Hopefully it all goes well. I have it all mapped out on the Google Maps, but I don't know if you're actually going to get service out here. We have offline maps ready to go.
Yeah, make sure to download that because you never know.
All smart things to do, but we'll see.
Yeah, and we read an article that I basically made Chase read this article, and I was like, hey, study this, because it was a person who hiked this loop, and she said she got really lost.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we need to know exactly where we're going.
So
should be good.
From their loss, it'll be our gain, I guess, your guys' gain, so we can make it from point A to B, hopefully without getting too lost. But you can just hear how quiet it is out here.
There's no people, and that's what's nice too, is if you like get out and do the hiking in some of the valleys, then you get away from all the people and it's just quiet and you feel like nobody's around. It's really nice.
We were walking by all the ATVs, and let me tell you, hundreds of people are getting ready to ATV tonight. I'm very tripped out that Google says this is done by air. It really looks like how water would come down and create it.
I think it's mostly from the volcanoes.
Yeah.
And then like wind has just kind of...
Like just imagine it, like you can really just tell how the lava or whatever went through all these channels.
It's crazy. So nice. if you like travel, which I mean, if you're watching this account, you probably like food and travel. Cappadocia is a place I would add to your list.
Yes,
Honestly, Turkey in general.
of course.
We've only been to Istanbul and Cappadocia, but if we came back, we'd definitely explore other places. But so far, this is like unreal scenery.
It is, it is. Definitely, I think we have 4 nights here. Not really enough for us. There are so many things to do.
Yeah.
There's tours, horse tours, ATVs,
Hiking.
the balloon, what we're doing right now. There's also hikes on the other side. Endless. So you'll definitely have a jam-packed itinerary if you come here.
Bring your savings.
Seems like we're on the right path. Going through a little cave tunnel. Cross Church Cafe. Okay. And there is a lot of horsey poo-poo.
This is where they like to go to the bathroom, I guess.
Right in the shade. All right, the horses are taking a break.
Yeah.
Right here. Holy.
Wow. That is incredible.
Looks like a whole nother planet right over here. Let's go rock climbing.
Yeah. Imagine.
Does not look like there's much,
Correct.
yeah, anything you can grab onto. It's a building that's all locked up. But we can get a sneak peek. Oh, it's echoing. Oh, look at the roof. The design on the roof and everything. This
Oh,
looks like the
wow.
old school buildings.
Oh, yes.
There's one other door over here to explore. Take these sunglasses off.
You can see all the little windows.
This goes back for miles. Well, not miles, that's an exaggeration, but it's really huge in there.
Look at this big mountainous cliff with windows and stuff. It's crazy.
Should we explore? So we got some really, wow. Okay, let's
Oh my goodness.
let's investigate. We're going up some stairs. They got a little trash bin here. Okay, yeah, and it almost looks like a fire pit. Oh, this is this is magnificent. Even a fire pit right there, you can tell it's been used.
This is so cool.
They even have what looks like shelving. So they would like shelf here. They have a little. They're really set up in these cave homes.
Can you imagine having a picnic here? Bringing like little sandwiches and hanging out here? So cute.
All right, we have limited time for the sunset though. Watch your head. So we have a horse group coming. Hello.
Hello.
You enjoying yourselves?
Yeah. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Hello.
First time? Oh.
Many.
Natural.
So as we let all these horses pass by, it looks like a big group. We are looking actually at the hidden cave church right up there. You can see it's really beautifully crafted right on the wall there. How many people are passing by here? Looks like a big group.
Yeah.
Do they got a guy walking? Oh yeah.
Probably just
Keep-
if like
keeping everyone-
yeah, if people aren't like used to it.
Everyone's doing pretty good. Horses are slipping just like us on the sand.
Yeah.
Got a cave mansion. Looks huge in that one.
It does.
Who needs to buy a luxury home? Got everything you need right there.
It'd be pretty cool living in a cave.
I agree.
I would need amenities.
Well, the thing is about living in a cave, it wouldn't really ever get too hot. It would be insulated from the heat outside.
This horse is loving eating.
As we passed that, what I said was a mansion, I believe it's a pin. It's the Durkli Kilsjör. And I think it's another church. They got a lot of crosses on the maps out here. Look at them go.
That is so awesome.
It's pretty close to the edge, really, for amateur riding.
Kind of is, eh? I feel like that's something you would see in like a Western movie.
Oh, we're making the Great Migration.
Wow, that is like right on the edge.
I do not want to film it any longer in case a horse hoof, like, oh God, there it is. Just kidding.
No, don't say that.
I know. I gotta look at the map and, well, let's try this way and see.
We can look at the map.
I just don't know. It's being a little funky out here now.
And we are getting crop dusted by these horses. They're farting and shitting.
Yeah. I'm glad they're going back now. That's the loop. And I think there's two different trailheads. Didn't go to the trailhead number 1, but them going that way proves that there was another trailhead we could have took. But I don't think we were going to see any more horses on the way that we're heading. So this is the point where we get lost.
Yeah.
The map pin is definitely not on the trail, but I believe this is the right way. And we're not supposed to trust the signs with the red arrows. So we're hiking on because this is the direction we're supposed to go. Looks like the only trail, but it is a small trail indeed. And there's still no people out here other than the horse rides.
And they gone.
And they gone off into the sunset.
Nobody else is out here.
Who's gonna save us?
They're coming back, it's gonna be interesting.
In the dark, yeah. I was totally thinking of that earlier
We'll
today.
have to let them know how we did
Yeah.
in the next video.
For sure.
You don't see another video.
We're out here. I'll use my last little bit of data to somehow send help.
We're starting to get higher. Wow.
We're chasing to try and get to a good spot for the sunset, but it looks like we have so much time now that we've climbed a bit.
Yeah.
Really cool.
They don't have bears here, right?
They don't have bears, Shelby. They don't have bears. Hello.
Oh, you're filming?
Don't get stuck by these little
Oh, yeah. Oh,
plants.
those look sharp.
Okay, well, we are climbing now. We are going straight up.
Somebody told me this hike was very easy.
Yeah, so very easy, right?
It's like quite a bit of incline.
Wow.
You don't get a good view without an incline.
Without the incline, yeah. Well, looks like we've about made it to the top. Shelby is mountain goating way quicker than me. This is a challenge right here. I hope I don't eat shit. Okay. Okay, wow. Yeah, the fine sand particles really make it challenging.
And they get in your shoes too.
Yeah,
I have so many rocks in my shoes.
whole extra level. Oh man. Look, there's a turkey flag way up on that one.
Goodness.
You can see the victory point speckled upon the top right there. Looks like little cafes, restaurants that are perfect to watch that sun go down. Yeah, and eat food. I think we've made it, hopefully, with 40 or 50 minutes before sunset to hopefully get a front row seat, or at least very close to a perfect seat. I think you should have an hour, hopefully, so you aren't fighting for a spot.
Yeah.
Looks very far still, though.
I don't know. Look at that.
Long way down. Well, we came up all the way here, and actually our little trail's right over there, so we have to kind of get down. But the perch here, I don't know. I don't think it gets better unless you go up there. But that's a whole nother.
You know what? It gets busy over there. This is the spot.
Yeah.
This is amazing. But the sunset would be perfect over there.
Yeah. You can hear music and everything too. Here she goes.
I went rogue.
Comment down below if this girl should be on the Chase Matheson a little more than.
I have my own channel.
Yeah. I love how we keep seeing our shadows.
People are gonna be like, get her off the channel. Thank you. But my personality is not for everybody. I got that. I get that. I accept that.
So one thing Shelby always fails to mention when we do these hikes is that we could have drove up here.
That's not fun. It's no reward.
What is that? Jeez.
The hike was stunning.
Yep.
Well worth it.
And as long as your shoes aren't gonna slip too bad on the dust, it's not the hardest.
Hoka's, baby. Hoka's. But everybody's bringing camping chairs.
Yeah.
That's amazing because then you get a little bit away from this and you can have your own little spot. Perfect.
Let's go find our piece of paradise over here.
Just ignore the million buzzing drones. Not even here.
Yeah. Look at the vibes here. Hookah, lemonade,
This is
chairs.
awesome.
This is Crazy Alley Panorama Cafe. They actually had produce up here like nectarines and peaches, and we have not been able to find them in town yet. We're like, how the heck?
Yeah.
Where'd you get those from? So we've lucked out. We got one of the last front row
Pretty
seating.
much. We were stressing. We were walking along the whole thing, and I'm like, we might.
This is an hour before sunset,
Yeah.
and the last spot.
Yeah, we definitely lucked out.
So we got meatballs, some vegetables, and we got a
Ayran.
very local drink, Ayran.
Yeah.
So this is going to be pretty sweet. We'll get back to you when the food arrives
So excited.
while we watch this. It's going down quick.
Perfect timing.
The delicious snacks have arrived. Our veggie platter. Looks like we got some chilies. Look at these cute little meatballs. And I was not expecting that Ayran to be so big. We got a bunch of bread too.
I always forget about the bread.
Yeah,
Chase and I
this
are
is
like-
going to be filling.
Yeah.
And what is it? Maybe around just over 500 lira for this.
Yeah, we were wondering if the meatballs and veggies would be enough, but then.
But
always
look at
forget
it.
about the
Yeah,
bread.
look at it.
You know what? Ayran, so good.
You're loving it?
It's something that just keeps pulling me back. Like when we first tried it, I was like, but it just like I just want to keep having it. I think that means I like it.
Nice and salty. That's good. It's just like tart, chill, salty. It'll be good with these meatballs.
That's what we're thinking too. I don't know if this is weird, but putting some of the yogurt in with the meatballs, I feel like would be really good.
Yeah. Camera woman? It's kind of nice having her along, you know?
Okay.
You see them all crouched over on a sidewalk or something. Let's give it a little dip. We're gonna know how good these are just by this bread taste. Woo! Very tomatoey, tinge of spice. I'm dying to try the meatball. Get this bread out of my hand. I need a spoon. They look like they have a nice little amount of fat in there. Wow, these are really good. It's a very tomato forward, a very little amount of spice. And it's not too oily at all. It looks very healthy for you. Nem. You think this bad? It's a little raw chili. Surprisingly not bad. Not spicy. Those are really nice. I think we should almost mix those right into the broth, kind of like this. But Shelby and I are going to sit here and enjoy our sunset dinner. If you guys like these videos, you can travel along with me around the world. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Shelby! Shelby, where are you? Where are you? Just kidding, guys. We definitely had enough water and we're making our way out in the darkness. Still have 20-30 minutes left. Chase out.